Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to welcome you here at this inaugural launch of V-Art's marketplace, the first marketplace to effectively combine a full commercial infrastructure for digital art with a complete intellectual property rights system. And so I'm glad to yield the floor to Anastasiia Gliebova, the CEO and co-founder of V-Art, who will tell you more about this exciting development in the company's life.
Yeah, so good day to everyone. Unfortunately, yeah, we have to launch our marketplace at this dark times of our our founder's homeland of Ukraine. But anyways, the opening of the marketplace was already pre-planned for approximately over a year. We have been in development for the past 3 months. And even though today's launch, yeah, it's darkened by what's going on in Ukraine, we felt that it's still super important to keep going on and to support both the artists who will be presenting their artworks on our marketplace starting from today, and institutions who are also left out of the income source, and at the same time to, of course, to highlight the digital art market as we always aim to at V-Art, and at the same time also to support our humanitarian efforts. So as everybody who presents their artworks from today and in the upcoming, I hope that just in upcoming weeks, it will not take months or years, as we all hope so. And the part of the proceeds, the artwork presented on the marketplace will be donated to vetted charities, which we call a direct impact charities and organizations and just natural persons who helps Ukraine in in the most direct way, exactly by providing the ones who need the help now the most. So, of course, prior to yielding the floor to our amazing artists who joined us today from different parts of Ukraine, as well as from different parts of Europe, and we also have a launch of an American artist, Yoon Sifu, as well today. I will briefly share what is so different about V-Art Marketplace, why we have been preparing it for so long, and what is different about the artworks which we have. So give me a moment. So basically, V-Art is your digital life with art. Our platform has a very holistic approach, as we are a platform for digital art assets, and we combine NFT marketplace with intellectual property rights, which basically means that you actually own what you have bought and can use it in your digital life, in the digital way, and so on. We'll help to trade and manage digital art assets by combining it also with immersive exhibitions infrastructure, so that you can experience and interact with digital art to the fullest. We combine the web platform with our application, which has been there already for over 1.5 years and has active users from 82 countries all over the world, so that you can trade, protect, and manage, experience, and network in the ecosystem. So the marketplace, which we are so proud to present here today, combines NFTs with IP rights to the digital artwork and provides different possibilities to use it in the digital format. Both physical and digital biography of the artwork are recorded, in addition to the certificate with rights which you get to support the value of the artwork and basically give you more options with the same digital art assets, so as to unveil the full potential of art being a digital asset in that case. The artwork which we are presenting in the upcoming weeks will also have the humanitarian part, which means that part of the proceeds, which are being received by artists, by galleries, by curators, by art dealers, as well as by our platform, will be sent to humanitarian needs to support the people in Ukraine, as well as the institutions and organizations who are now fundraising to provide the support where it's needed, immediately, and not in a long way, as sometimes it happens with with the big funds or with governmental organizations as well. So every collector who will be buying an artwork from the V-Art Marketplace in the upcoming weeks will receive not only the certificate with rights and full transparent history of the artwork, but also a full report of how the funds which have been raised for charity were used, where the money went, and basically how it influenced what's going on in Ukraine now and how it will be getting rebuilt in the future. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to proceed with presenting the artworks, which we are opening today as our first Genesis collection, as we call it. So, yeah, please, Rex, the floor is yours.
Yep, thank you very much. So next, next we'll proceed with Yulia Beliaeva then, who will be presenting the Motherland collection. Yulia is a Ukrainian artist who works with a wide range of media, including virtual reality, digital art, and neon. She lives and works in Kiev. And in her artworks, Beliaeva touches upon various socially important topics, such as new technologies, humanism, truth, and post-truth. She combines simple forms with complex themes, paying special attention to the composition. So, Yulia, if you could say a few words about the artworks that you're presenting here today, that would be awesome.
Hello, everyone. This work, of course, about the main symbol of Kiev, it's Motherland monuments. This work, it was my first sculpture. I made it maybe 5 years ago. At this moment, I feel very difficult to work about what's going on. And I think I need some pause in my art project because too much difficult to understand what happened in our life.
Thank you very much, Yulia. Yes, of course, it's understandable that the dark situation is affecting your artistic work, and I think that it's admirable that V-Art is leveraging its infrastructure in support of such a good humanitarian cause. With this,
and I think my works during long period, it was about this situation. It's like dreams about this situation, what's going on now. And I hope my future work will be more optimistic.
Thank you very much, Yulia. May I also yield the floor right now to Aleksandra Artamonovskaja, who is a prominent digital art expert and entrepreneur. Aleksandra, could you say a few words as well?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's so great that we introduced Julia because she has recently, first of all, fled Ukraine. So I'm very happy to see her here with us. And she just was part of Relief. So I think the whole world knows about Julia by now and is very happy that her family and she's safe. On that note, though, I do want to say that, personally working with Anastasia for the last 2 years and seeing the dedication V-Art has shown on the international space, while they knew that they can do any pump and dump NFT project in a second, they were putting their heads down to actually educate everyone in the world about why digital art matters, what are its intrinsic roots, and to make the collectors feel safe that they're buying not just the digital image stored on hopefully IPFS or on-chain, but potentially on a platform that will not exist anymore, but actually the buyer is getting a certain series of rights along with the work. So I think all of us here agree that the efforts V-Art is doing, and especially given the situation, is very admirable. And I couldn't be more proud for us, our team, to be part of this project going forward.
Thank you so much for your words, and it's great to have you here, Aleksandra. With this in mind, I will quickly discuss the works of Snow Yoon Sifu, a prominent American artist, whose works make up a part of the Genesis collection. So Snow is a New York-based international new media artist, curator, and assistant arts professor in the Department of Photography and Imaging at NYU, New York University, Tisch School of the Arts. And so in her work, she uses topographical computer-rendered images and installations and merges historical, post-photographic, philosophical, and other explorations into the universal aesthetic and definitive nature of the techno-sublime. And here on the screen, you see one of her works. You could access her exhibition on V-Art's platform. With this in mind, we'll move on to the discussion of some of the other artworks present in the collection. And with this, I will yield the floor to Yana.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to present the artworks of two other Ukrainian artists. And the first, I would like to mention Roman Miner's artwork for Resilience to Change. He's a Ukrainian artist, and the idea of his artwork is to depict a slow fan resembling crucifixion of Christ. With the image of the hero, those faces and images change. The wind of change changes everything, and they know it today. But you should not cry because of this, but understand that this is just a normal process of life. Initially, the composition was made with a diameter of 4 meters and installed in the Arsenal Exhibition Center in Kyiv in 2014. And after the exhibition, installation was destroyed. Now only the idea in our memories. And the other artwork I would like to present is Rexella Dudka. Her work is Tree of Life, and she is a member of National Union of Master of Folk Art in Ukraine. Rexellana's work is about Rexellana's work presents also in many other countries, such as in Ukraine, Poland, United States, France, China, Germany, and South Korea. There are lots of collections which really include her works as well. And one of the common symbols in Ukraine folk painting in her latest artwork is a symbol of Tree of Life. The oldest Ukrainian carols brought to us the ancient idea of people about the times. Then there was no sky or land, but there was only the idea of sea, and on it green sycamore. That's there's so much soul inside these artworks, and I think for today's talks it is so actual. These artworks really represents the soul of Ukraine country, and I think it is very actual for today.
Yeah,
thank you very much, Yana.
And yeah, I will be glad to hear also from Rexella, who had a chance to join us today. Yeah, so Rexella, anything you want to add or tell a bit more about the artwork? Like, where are you located now? Like, how do you see the importance of your artwork Tree of Life according to what's going on today now?
Hi everyone, thanks for this meeting, and we can a little bit relax in our conversation because all the day it's hard work and a lot of information. It's hard to be relaxed. So this work, it's not about just me, because I all the time colorful, and now I continue to wear colorful clothes in the terrible time of Ukrainian people. But in the night, where possible, I create primitive animation to be able to be useful to the country as a professional in my field, like an artist. So this work, it's our symbol of our nation. It's soul about of Ukrainian woman, men, and it's about our culture in the global. So the Tree of Life at the center of universe unite all of the earth into single spoil, symbol of eternal early life, cult of the new birth and family prosperity, as a symbol of family and connection with our ancestor, germination and grow, and the branch breathes fruit and gives life at the next generation, begins a new life circle. So I think it's work about not our now reality, but I think it's our future, because I believe in Ukrainian people, in our soldier, and I believe that's Ukrainian winner in this war, and will be great.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rexella. It's exactly the spirit which our VR team is also passing, as kind of almost half of our team is located in Ukraine, and we are proud of that. And personally, I cannot say that I have ever been more proud of being Ukrainian than I am right now. So I'm happy that we can present your work, which actually, kind of transmits the soul, transmits our culture as well. And thank you.
Thank you.
So Anastasiia, would you perhaps as well tell us a little bit more about what the platform's future plans are, considering its recent launch of the marketplace?
Yeah, so according to like today is our first launch, it's this Genesis collection, but of course, starting from Monday, we will be presenting more and more almost on a daily basis. I'm not exaggerating because yeah, it was initial plan. And since we have started with idea stage like exactly 2 years ago, and yesterday was kind of, you know, a 2-year starting from the idea when we were accepted to the business incubator, an American one, and started to exactly develop the idea of creating a transparent platform which will help digital art to reach its full potential. So almost on a daily basis, we'll be presenting new artworks and new collections by artists from all over the world. Maybe we do not have like somebody from Antarctica yet only, but yeah, I think that if it's possible, we will change it as well. So we will be presenting more and more artworks, and in the less than 2 months, we will also present a second blockchain to kind of strengthen the platform's technical side. So now we are operating on Ethereum, but we will also present the near blockchain-based solution. So it means that everybody, like both from the artist, gallery, like museum and collector side, can choose which blockchains they would like to operate on, which kind of options to use. And so like regarding our infrastructure, the next big part is of course to present the system of licenses, which allow to select how you want to operate with your digital art as an asset, like what kind of rights you want to transfer. Because like even though the digital art market is huge now, it's like if we talk even just about the NFT part, it's over 6 billion in just like 2021, but it's still a bit of a wild west. And we all have heard about the cases when people were buying what they thought they, you know, can implement, can use, can operate with in the future. But actually, yeah, the NFTs is a tricky part. So what our initial plan, like even before this craze in the good way started, we wanted to provide a very transparent platform where it's easy to understand what you buy and what is the next step, like what can you do with it? Can you do a digital exhibition? Can you, you know, sell some part of the rights for commercial, non-commercial use to the artwork? Can you present it on, you know, in the physical space? Can you provide it to museum? Can you use it in the metaverse? So lots of these questions popped up. Yeah, and we will be answering them step by step. And of course, presenting more and more artworks by not only like, you know, separate artists or creators, but also big collections by international galleries, by curators, etc. Because it's super important that, yes, that we unite in this hard time. And yes, I will be happy also to provide the word to Aleksandra Artamonovskaja, who joined us today as well. Aleksandra, I know that you are like located in Ukraine right now. Like, tell us, where are you now? How it's going on?
Hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me. I'm proud to be a part of this Genesis collection. Currently, I'm in the Khmelnytsky region, which is relatively safe and quiet. It's just like several air alarms per day, and we just have to sit in a corridor without light and far from the windows. But it's quite fine comparing with the other regions, and especially Kiev and Energodar and Volnovakha and Mariupol, etc. This is my latest project, The Sun Stands Still, and thank you. I do research on personal and collective mythology and how personal ritual can transform some sort of like inner state of mind. And this project was made with a hope that, you know, like in some fairy tales, say that morning is wiser than evening. And I also had a hope that this winter I can just sleep over all the troubles and have a fresh mind in the morning in the spring. And but unfortunately I couldn't sleep over all the troubles, and I woke up like from a nightmare, but it was a reality. So this project is about hope to get some sleep, to wait, to have some calm time, and be able to reflect on everything and to do this inner work on all the processes that are going on. I filmed it in Kam'yana Mohyla. This is nearby Melitopol, and it's one of the most ancient places on the earth, like cultural, very old heritage. Since like late Paleolithic times, people were doing their rituals and sacred ceremonies there. And yeah, Ukraine is full of such pearls of history and culture, and I really hope we will be able to show to the world all these treasures. Yeah, so this work is about honoring the cyclicity of life, and I hope that this darkest hour in our history will be short, and we will wake up soon in a sunny, peaceful place. Thank you.
Thank you very much. With this in mind, I'd like to invite Aleksandra Artamonovskaja on stage, if you will, on our virtual stage again. Alex, do you mind just summing up the progress that we've made here today and just generally speaking about the further evolution of the NFT market?
Yes, of course. Thanks to all the artists for sharing explanations to the work today. I very much look forward to seeing the platform and to seeing the works come to life so that everyone can check them out. But I think generally speaking, if we look at last year and everyone was Googling what's an NFT, this year we see people who already know what's an NFT, and more than that, they're actually building sustainable projects for the future. And I think this is where V-Art comes in and is inviting more and more people to safely enter the space. I think that also, you know, there were many conversations about NFTs being pyramid schemes or scams. And I think that this year, a lot of that has been shattered by the amount of support the community has offered in humanitarian aid, different projects supporting different programs, as we especially saw now with the crisis in Ukraine. And so I believe that as soon as, you know, the platform starts running, it will give an opportunity to those that might haven't been so confident before to experiment and to actually try it for themselves, because at the end of the day, any creator is meant to be rewarded for what they do. And that's not only about visual arts, we're talking design, we're talking music, so many different avenues that we see this year empowering the creators. So I think all of us can agree that we're really excited about the future of the space, that the space is showing sustainable growth and confidence across many different markets. And we will only see more of that coming from international brands, and now with Ukraine launching an NFT collection, even from the governments.
Thank you very much, Aleksandra. And again, it's amazing to see that the space as a whole, and V-Art in particular, is able to leverage the increased power that has come to it for a good cause. And now, finally, I'm excited to yield the floor to Yana, who will show us more of V-Art's new platform and marketplace.
Yeah, thank you so much. And finally, we worked a lot on presenting our platform, and we are welcoming everyone to visit our platform, to see collections, to buy artworks, to experience and to start something new finally, because we really have this outstanding. And now I would like to present this and share this enjoyment with you. So basically, this is our platform, and this is our artworks. You're welcome to visit the platform, welcome to visit our artworks, to buy them, sell, collect. Yeah, we are really looking forward to everyone who will join us.
Thank you very much, Yana.
Yeah, so from now on, you can see the artworks both kind of bit lower here on the main page, but just like the most recent 8 ones. And if you will go to the digital art space, you will see all the digital artworks and artists, which we are happy to feature.
Amazing. And with this, I think this concludes this short presentation of the marketplace. And please keep up with V-Art's news on its social media. There is much more coming.
Thank you for joining us today. waiting for you on the V-Art platform.
Thank you.
Thank you.